Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, we're going to go ahead and tap into the steps for getting started in the vending machine business. I want you to go ahead and start dropping your questions below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and me and my husband are gonna do our best to answer all the questions that you guys have. So, let's get started.
Funny.
But not funny, huh? Funny, weird.
Funny, weird. Okay. So, starting out, getting your vending business started.
Rule number one.
Rule number one will be to, of course, do your research. Make sure this is something that you are interested in. I mean, obviously you're interested. Make sure it's something that is a good fit for you. What's that?
Make sure you do your due diligence when you are getting your vending business started. So, kind of look at the market, search for, different questions you may have in general, and then also you can reach out to different mentors like me, myself, and my husband who can help you when you have questions about things that may confuse you. So, like I said in the beginning, if you have any questions about getting started in vending, go ahead and drop them in the comments. We want to know what's your biggest problems getting started. We want to know what is it going to take for you to go ahead and just, start your vending business. I know a lot of people say they have trouble finding locations. We have the solutions to your problems. We help people find locations all the time. So that's no issue for us to do that. But if we don't know the problems that you're facing, we're unable to answer your questions. So chime in, let us know in the comments what problems are you facing with getting your vending business started. So I will say this though, the number one rule in vending, a lot of times people think that they need to go ahead and start looking for a machine, go ahead and start looking for a machine first. That is the number one do not do first. You're going to always look for a location first, simply because that is the best way to get started. And I'm going to answer this question that I just saw in the comments. Is it best to have my LLC before trying to land a location? Absolutely not. You don't have to have an LLC. That's the good thing about vending. So with vending, you don't have to have an LLC. We recommend that you get it eventually. But in the meantime, when you're, starting your process, you can go ahead and, start looking for locations immediately, like tomorrow if you want to. Well, Saturdays and Sundays are typically not good days because, difference in hours and things of that nature. But Monday through Friday, we recommend that you call, you email, and you even go in person and you talk to these people and you tell them, I have a service that I'm wanting to offer to you guys free of charge. And this is going to be an asset to your company. Okay, so when you tell them that, they're like, okay, so talk to me more, tell me more about it. So I have a vending machine business, and I would like to put some vending machines in your facility. And then you would go from there. Okay, did you want to add anything to his question?
Yeah, so the most important part is just getting started. The LLC can definitely wait. It will help you in certain instances, like with government contracts and things of that nature. But that's another story. We'll get there when we get there. But yeah, you just want to get started. Like my wife said, looking at different locations in your area that you drive by every day that have long hours, you know what I'm saying, have lots of foot traffic, which can be their customers or their employees. That's what you really want to look for. The LLC part, you get there when you get there. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you want to do is definitely get that location. Once you get that location, I mean, most of the hard work is done after that. And I'm not going to say hard work, just work, period. Like, that's the most work you're going to do is finding a location. Let us know in the comments if they helped you at all.
So finding a location, the reason why we say that's the most hardest part is because when you're looking for a location, there are key things that you need to look for when you're trying to figure out whether or not this is a good location for you or not, whether it's profitable, whether it will be a successful location. These are things that you're going to tap into when you're looking for your location. So how high the foot traffic is in that location. Who will have access to the machine? Is it going to just be the employees? Is it going to just be everyone who comes in the facility? Who's going to have access to these machines? That way you'll know if you need a combo machine, if you need a snack machine and a drink machine separately, which we will explain to you as well.
And the size of the machines, because they come in all shapes and sizes. Well, not really shapes, but all sizes. You got really small ones, you got really large ones. So you want to make sure you gather all the information you can up front for that location. Mr. Aguilar, you can send us a DM. We'll get right back to you. And Kirby, yeah, no problem. Yeah, masterclass coming 10 days, July 25th, 9 p.m. Make sure y'all invite everybody.
Invite all your kinfolks, all your cousins, all your family, friends, whoever you want to get. And this is the good thing about vending too. You can get started with a business partner and it won't take you much to get started. Y'all can put up $500 a piece and go all in, and then you can see that return on investment within the next month or two. Yeah. Like, it's very lucrative. This is $1 billion industry, and it's looking to go on the rise in the next few years. So just, drop your questions in the comments if you have any questions for us. I did see where someone said, how can I contact you directly? So just pretty much DM us if you want like a consultation or something just to get started sooner. Or you can, like I said, wait to the masterclass, because after the masterclass, if you execute everything that we teach you in the class, you're gonna dominate the vending business industry immediately.
And I wanted to say one other thing. You don't have to put snacks in a vending machine. If you come across a hotel or something that needs a machine, you can put toiletries, whatever, condoms, stuff like that. Stuff that people use at a hotel, toothpaste, toothbrush, all that good stuff. Hand sanitizer, what else you got? You got wipes, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? You got people that use vending machines for lashes, eyebrows,
hair,
weave, yarn,
hand sanitizer, mask.
Yeah, even like at car washes, they got vending machines there with stuff for the car. It just depends. You just got to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
So just to add to what Golden was saying, if you have a business that you've already started and you want to utilize machines as a way to scale your business, in a sense, you can utilize that as another way to bring in more income and utilize your business as well. And that's another promotion piece to your business also. So like Lisa said, alcohol. Yes, I know someone who has a Moet vending machine, and they charge their prices, whatever their prices are, they're going to charge them. And of course people are going to purchase them because it's going to be in demand. For example, if you have like a club and you have a vending machine in the club, people want cigarettes, blunts, all type of crazy stuff that they want. Liquor, whatever you want to put in there is going to go crazy because the demand for it, they don't have access to it. So the demand for it is going to be crazy. You just have to lock in on what specific thing you want to do in the vending machine business industry and go full force with it. So I wanted to go back. Hold on. I was giving for machine, so I'm waiting for the master since I don't really have for any money. Okay. So I think Kirby, he is saying that basically he already has machines. He just waiting on the masterclass to find out, okay, basically, what are the next steps? Because you already have one piece that's taken care of, which is the machines. But like we said, the hardest part is finding your location. But it's only hard if you make it hard. It's easy when you just do stuff naturally every day. It becomes natural. You pitching your pitch to whatever business is, it's going to start becoming second nature to you. It's going to start becoming natural instincts to know what to say, to know what questions to ask, to let them know that you already have your, contracts, your vendor agreements. You already have these things on hand. So if you walk in the building, and we supply you with all this stuff as well. Mm-hmm. We give you vending contracts, samples of those. We do offer that. We give you proposals. We give you a list of locations that you can, search for. So ideas for like hospitals, warehouses, different ways to just go ahead and start tapping into it. The areas that, I recommend is areas that are around where you stay first. Start looking into those areas first. Just to get in your mind, like, okay, what can I do over here in this area, or what can I do over here in this area? So it just depends on you and what you want to do.
You might already have a location depending on where you work. You know what I'm saying? That's somewhere you go every day. If you work at a warehouse and they don't have a machine, you can see about that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta think outside the box. You gotta make sure that you looking everywhere you go and you riding by. Oh, they might need one. Let me get the name of this place. Let me call them tomorrow, or let me stop there on the way to work or after work or whatnot. It all depends. You got places that could use machines that are open. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours or long hours. You got like hotels. You got assisted living, elderly homes. Those are going to be great just because
they're
those
there
people
all
don't
the
go
time.
nowhere. Yeah, they're there all the time. They don't go nowhere. And then you got apartment complexes, things like that. They're not always there, but they're going to be there in the morning. They're going to come back there. So don't ever think that there's no locations left, because it's places that you wouldn't even think of that could use a vending machine.
Office buildings, all kinds of places. But that brings me to my next point, which he was saying. So basically how we got our first location is we pretty much, I was working at a school, and I noticed that school did not have any vending machines. It's a private school, and I noticed that it did not have any vending machines. Golden, he had already been tapping into this vending machine business industry with someone he had already knew for years and years, who had done it for years, and he was selling a machine. Just so happened that he was selling a machine. So we ended up buying a machine, not even having a yes yet. We did what we preached not to do. So, but I don't recommend doing that. But we went ahead and asked the principal of the school that I was working at, would it be okay for us to, provide our services in this school? And they said absolutely. So that's how we end up landing our first vending machine inside of a location, and that is what really pivoted our business into what it is today, which is we now own 13 machines. We have 5 different locations, one being a hotel, one being 2 being government buildings, and then so forth and so on. So please drop some more questions in the comments if you have some questions. What problems are you facing right now? Just let us know. So yes, I have a list. So when machine number 2, 3, 4, 5 come along, we ready. Okay, sounds good. That is awesome. I look forward to seeing the growth of your business as you guys continue to take off. And any questions that y'all have, just shoot us DMs. We are real people. We answer questions all the time. Please don't be afraid to reach out to us and let us know what questions you have. So
You're welcome.
no problem. That's what we're here for.
Hey, send me that picture too.
We definitely
You
want
need that picture.
everybody
Lisa.
to eat.
That's okay to get a machine.
Okay, so someone in the comments said, not sure if I missed it, best locations to get a machine. Alright, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends. You can have, it's definitely certain things that you want at your location. You want good foot traffic, a nice number of employees. Those are the 2 things that you definitely want.
So about
Plus,
30 to 50 employees is good.
No, 30 to 50 foot traffic.
Foot traffic.
20 to 30 employees is good. I mean, 30 to 50 is great. Like that's awesome. That's a win-win. But you definitely want those 2 things. So that's foot traffic and a good number of employees. Pluses or add-ons, I would say.
Oh, he's asking locating the machine itself.
That's the easy part. Once you
get your location,
we can help you with that.
We can help you with any type of machine you want to get.
Mm-hmm.
The part that you want to focus more on, because a lot of people get it confused when it comes to vending. They think they need to focus on the machine, but it's really the other way around. They need to focus on the location, because there are different aspects of why you should focus on the location. If it's a certain amount of employees, then they may need a combo machine versus two separate machines. Like, and what I mean by 2 separate machines is a drink machine and a snack machine. So these are key things that you need to know before you even think about buying a machine, because you need to know what type of machine to get in that specific facility. So those are things that you want to focus on first, is actually finding a location. You're going to ask these questions, and we're going to give you the questions after the masterclass. We're going to send you all the questions you asked during your process of locating your location. These are questions that we're going to give you so that you'll know specifically what to ask. Who will have access to the machines? Okay, is it going to be employees only, or is it going to be everyone who walks into that specific facility?
And that matters a lot. Okay, so if we help with your question, just let us know in the comments. Lisa had another question. It says, "What tips do you have for slow selling inventory?" So that's a good question.
Great question.
First things first, we say put a suggestion list on the machine so they can tell you what they want. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can also try new products. Just say you got something that's not selling good, take it out, or leave it in there and try something else. You can double up, which means give them 2 for 1. It wasn't if it's not selling anyway. You want to just get rid of it anyway. At least get your money back, right? Or you can do what we do sometimes is we buy little dollar scratch offs. We might buy $10 worth of dollar scratch offs and tape them on the front or the back of something that's not selling good, right? So then they're gonna buy it. Once they see that, they're gonna buy it. Or you can tape $1 on there. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter either or. Me personally, I like to do the scratch off just because they could win $20. They could win 50, 100. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not selling good, they got a little table in there or something. Just take 1 or 2 of them and put them on the table, and they might try them out. They might like them. Then they might start selling. That's what we do if we have anything that's not selling good. But first things first is definitely the suggestion list, so they can tell you what they want.
Yep.
You got anything you want to say?
Suggestion list is definitely going to be like key, because that will give you an idea of exactly what the people want. That'll help you to pretty much know what products to put in your machine. So yeah, definitely try out the suggestion list. But like Golden said also too, is providing some type of incentive to your clients. Start to build a relationship with them so they'll want to talk to you, so they'll want to, gain that rapport with you in a way that will make them comfortable enough to say, well, hey, I don't really like X, Y, and Z, but I would actually prefer if you would put, hot Cheetos or whatever it is that they, want in the machines other than what is already in there. So for those who are just joining, we had a question basically saying that if the products in their machine aren't selling, what's a great way to, help out with that? And Golden and I just both said definitely utilizing a suggestion list. So just print out something that says suggestion list at the top and then put, it on the machine and allow them to write what they want. Write out what you want, and that way you'll kind of have an idea of what the people want who are actually accessing the machine.
So I'll tell y'all a little story when we started. So when we got our second and third location, we were putting like regular chips, like the stuff that we don't even like regular Cheetos and regular Doritos and stuff. And I was going back, I'm like, man, they're not eating none of these Cheetos. Then a few people came in, they was like, yeah, we don't want no Cheetos. We don't like those. You know what I'm saying? That's really, but we had a school first, you know what I'm saying? So we were putting hot Cheetos all through the school. That's all they really wanted was hot chips. So when we got our next location, I was putting regular Cheetos, regular Doritos, and all this kind of stuff. And they weren't eating it. So we learned pretty fast, like, oh, okay, so we got to figure out something to where they can tell us what they want.
Right, because everybody's not going to like what you may like, per se. We learned that very fast. People do not like the snacks we like. And so definitely find out what snacks they want. Get very specific so that you can know exactly what to put in the machine so that you're not wasting money, because the worst thing you can do is have a location and it's not selling the snacks because you're putting in products that people don't even like at that specific location. And that's a lot of times what people run into because and that's another thing we tell y'all too before you even get started. Before the machine even goes in there, you're going to email that manager or supervisor or whoever the contact person is for that location. You're going to email them and say, hey, I have this suggestion list. Could you send this survey to your employees so that we will know exactly what your employees like so that we can put the products in here. That way we already purchased the products. We have the list of stuff that they want. We already purchased the products and it's ready to go before the machine even gets in there. So that's one way to, minimize those issues of people not purchasing the products that you put in the machines per se. How the process of finding locations go? Great question. How did the process of finding locations go?
So first we were just calling places, trying to figure out who needed this, who needed that. And then we just thought about what we were doing every day. My wife was working at a private school and she noticed they didn't have a machine. So that's how we got our first location. And then from there, we purchased a route, which is a location that already has a machine. We've used locator service as well, which is you can pay for a location and have that way. And we also got one from just doing good business in one other location that we had. So what we like to do is when we submit a proposal, we also have at the end we also have a referral program where we will pay if somebody refers a good location. I wouldn't say a good location, but a location that we secure, that we think is good and that we secure. But we always stress, try to do it for free first before you pay for a location. If you do it for free first, then you'll always know how to get a location without paying for one. It's not... Go ahead.
And just to add to that too, you will appreciate the process more when you search for your own location instead of, paying somebody to search for your location or, buying a route. That's kind of like, easy in a sense because the location is already there, the machine is already there. All you're doing is paying for, the route or necessarily paying for the actual location. So when you actually going hard and looking for these locations on a day-to-day basis and you get these yeses, you're going to appreciate the process more and you'll be able to understand what it takes to actually find a location, and then all locations are going to come easier to you once you've done that process as well. Everything is just going to be easier because you'll have the referrals coming in as well. The people that you have your location at, they'll be like, okay, as long as you're doing good business, they're going to say, well, hey, I know such and such who needs a machine as well. Would you be able to provide your services there too? And that's how you build the rapport and those relationships so that you can get those referrals. So, just drop your questions in the comments if you have anything that we did not answer, or if you got on late and you want to hear something else.
And let us know if our answers were helpful. Stronger Giving Boogie. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but let us know in the comments if our answers helped you out.
So, if you have any questions, just let us know. If you want to know anything, actually, I have a question.
I want to say one thing. Just remember, Yeah, the easiest way to have a vending machine is with snacks, but that's not the only way. Just remember that because people sell all types of things that can go in a vending machine. They just don't think about that. Just remember that. Go ahead.
And then also too, not only snacks, but I don't know if you guys see like in the malls or if you see like in like a barbershop or a office building where they might have like the 3 machines, the little bitty ones, and it's like gumballs or Skittles or M&Ms, and they just pour them in there, and you just pay 25 cents and you get a certain amount, from that. People start off that way as well. That's actually a way that I know people start their kids' businesses that way, and they let their kids, get into it and just see what business and entrepreneurship is all about, and helping them to, understand money and teaching them finances, basically. On average, how much is a machine? Great question. How much is a machine?
Hey, 1 second before we answer this question, if y'all don't mind, can y'all just put the city that you're in on as a comment? We just want to know where everybody's coming from.
Yeah, so drop in the comments where you're from. We're from Atlanta, Georgia, so that's where we're from, but we want to know where you guys are residing. So, back to the question. On average, how much is it for a machine? That's going to vary. Vary. And basically, it depends on what type of machine you're getting. So, they have combo machines, and they have just regular machines, but they also have refurbished machines. They have used machines, and then you have brand new machines. So the one we recommend is refurbished machines. We recommend refurbished machines. Those are typically when you go through a distributor who sells machines all the time, and you can buy it through them. But on average, how much did we pay for it?
So I'm gonna just give you each price. On average, a used machine can be from anywhere from $300 to $1,000. You know what I'm saying? But it can also go up high to $4 or $5, just depending on what kind of machine and who's selling it. But on like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, you can find machines for like from $3 to $1,000 as used. For refurbished,
actually, our first machine was used. Is a combo machine, which is snacks at the top, drinks at the bottom, and we got that for $1,100, $1,000. So yeah.
So refurbished is gonna be in the range of between. If it's either a snack or a drink, if they're separate, it's gonna be between $1,600 to $2,000. If it's a combo, it's gonna range around like between like $2,500 and $3,000. Mm-hmm. Brand new machines gonna range anywhere from $3,000 and up. You know what I'm saying? $3,000 and up. I mean, brand new machines is brand new. It's gonna come with a warranty, 6, 7 year, 5 year warranty. Refurbished machines are gonna come with a warranty as well, but it's gonna be like 3 months or so. And then when you buy a used machine, you don't really know what you're getting, so you gotta really, really do your due diligence. Make sure it works, plug it up, you know what I'm saying, vend, make sure each coil spins. The coil is what the snacks are actually on. You want to make sure each one of them spin. It don't really matter how long it takes for you to do this, because you will hate to buy a machine and in a month it's not working no more, and you spent $1,000. Now you know what I'm saying, now you got to spend another $1,000 to get it fixed. So if you do, I mean, you can find some really good used machines. Like, we got a really good used machine. No problems out of it. It's a combo machine. And you never know. But you just got to do your due diligence. Always make sure. If it's a drink machine, make sure the refrigerator on it is working. Make sure there's not any leaks. Make sure that everything is cold. You know what I'm saying? Because a refrigerator not cheap to get fixed, you know what I'm saying? A snack machine, that might be just minimal repairs. But a drink machine is, especially if the refrigerator is messed up, it's gonna cost. So that's why we say refurbish. Might as well do refurbish because you get it from a distributor. It's gonna come with at least a 3-month warranty, and then you always have somebody to reach out to for support. It help you fix little things that break or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we like to do. That's what we do most, if possible.
Yep, that is what we recommend, refurbished machines, and we do have access to people that sell these machines. So we are more than happy to refer you. If you find your location and you say you're ready to place your machine, here's our, just DM us, say who is the guy you use, or who is the company that you go through, and we're going to be more than happy to give you that information for that specific company, because we want everybody to win. Okay.
Definitely. And we're gonna get to that question 1 second. And if you happen to buy a used machine, before purchasing it, make sure it's card accessible, credit card accessible, because I would just hate for you to get an old machine that can't have a card reader, so you only stuck with people using cash. And we know these days people use card a lot.
Technology based. Nobody has cash these
exactly.
days.
If you got a machine and it has a card reader, you automatically gonna boost your sales by 40%. So we trying to get all the coins possible. So you definitely make sure it's card reader accessible.
Yeah. All of our machines,
except for one.
With the exception of one, have credit card readers on there. And that one, the one that doesn't have we just don't, because it's at a school, and it's a private school, and these little kids, they don't have cards and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that you want to make sure you do. Okay, we got 2 questions. We're gonna get to. How did y'all know where to look for locations?
So we have a location list. Meaning, like, we have we have somewhere that has the 50 best locations on it. You know what I'm saying? That's a list that we made from research. And we're going to send that to everybody who's on a masterclass after that. So if you haven't registered yet, click the link in our bio and register for that masterclass. But yeah, it's certain things that you look for in locations. Which they must have. They must have a good number of employees and foot traffic.
Foot traffic is going to be key.
And one thing I didn't say earlier was, it doesn't matter. They could have 60 employees with 150 people a day. But if it's a gas station across the street, you might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be by themselves, where they don't have no choice but to use the machine. Because you just don't want to give them an option. You know what I'm saying? If they got an option to go to the gas station or use the machine, they might use the machine, they might go to the gas station, but we don't even want to play with that. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that part.
And we say that because there's going to be more options at a gas station versus a machine. So you want to get areas where it's isolated. And what I mean by isolated is nothing is around. Like, for all of our locations, there's not, a gas station right there. There's not a Walmart right there. There's not a store right there where they can, easily go to instead of utilizing that machine. So that's one thing that we make sure we look for when we're searching for these locations as well. So think about that too. That was actually a great question. I appreciate you for asking that. Next question. How do we avoid paying commission when securing a location? And thank you for the compliment. Love the content, by the
Appreciate
way. If you're
that.
not following us, make sure you follow us, because we're going to help you get your location. But how to avoid...
Don't say nothing about it. If they don't say
even
anything,
mention it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We have literally one location that we pay commission to, and that was our first location. And we felt fine paying commission there because it's a private school. And they actually, you know what I'm saying, they need that for their students, whatnot. But the best way to not pay commission is you want to sell the convenience that you're bringing to this place. Free vending machine for your location. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make your location look better. It's gonna make it
more attractive.
It's gonna your clients and your employees are gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a better environment for them to work in with the drink vending machine. Go ahead.
It's gonna be convenience for the people that are, you know, coming in and out. Because just say you have to wait a long time. You may not have access to snacks. No one carries snacks just with them unless you got kids. You know, our parents, because we do.
Yeah.
But in the event that you just don't have the food, you'll be more comfortable in that environment knowing that you're able to at least snack on something. Everybody loves food. Food makes everybody happy. So, yeah.
So if they do bring it up, what you want to do is, okay, we always can negotiate. If they do bring it up, you can try to talk them out of it. Just like, well, we're doing this. We're going to help you, help your establishment be more attractive, bring you more clients, all the great stuff that they would like to hear. If that doesn't work, they're like, yeah, but I know you might make blah, blah, blah here, and we want a piece. Okay, that's fine. What we're not going to do is you're not going to get more than 10%. Okay.
You're not getting more than
in certain instances, you can go 15, but it has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a warehouse and they got 300 employees and they got a foot traffic of, you know what I'm saying, 400 people, whatever a day, okay, I give you 15%. I'm not tripping about that. But if we got 50 people a day, foot traffic, 20 employees, I'm not trying to give you no commission. You know what I'm saying? This is to help you. I'm helping you and you helping me. But yeah, just negotiate. But nothing over 10. 15 is last measure only if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And you got anything else?
No. That's it.
I hope that answer helped your question. And for anybody else, if you got any more questions, don't hesitate to drop them in. Remember to register for that vending masterclass is totally free.
Free 99.
10 days away. January 25th. Oh, I'm sorry, January. It's past my bedtime. July 25th, 9 p.m.
We're about to end this live. This man said January.
July 25th, 9 p.m. Make sure y'all there. Invite all your friends. Hey, but when you get done with this masterclass,
invite your business partners.
Exactly. You're going to be ready to go ahead and find your machine, find your location, find your machine. You're going to be ready to get in the game.
Yep.
I promise you.
And then the one thing I will end with on tonight is that vending is one of the, it's easy to start because it's not a lot of startup cost. And so that's why I tell people all the time who want to get into a business, even if they want to start it for their children, vending is the way to go because for the most part it's passive. There is some active that you have to but for the most part it's passive. So I'll say this, we do once a week at our locations. We fill up, we drop off, we pick up and drop off, and you know everything else is done. We collect the direct deposits from the credit card sales, and we collect whatever is in cash from the machine. So the other part is passive, but I won't make it seem like it's all passive because it's not. Yeah, you have to put in some work.
You got to go to the store. You got to buy the snacks. You got to fill up the machine. You got to do something, you know what I'm saying? And one other thing I want to say, we're not going to get into this right now, but we'll get into it on the vending, on the masterclass. just say you don't have enough capital. Say you might only have 500 or whatever, and you got enough to get snacks and things of that nature. That's cool. We also know other ways to fund your business. You know what I'm saying?
Funding.
You got companies out there that will fund you straight off of just a EIN, no credit check. You can use credit cards, business partners, like my wife was saying. It just all depends.
Okay. All right. So this is the last question we're going to answer, and then we're going to close it out for tonight because it's getting kind of late. So how do y'all choose your snacks? How much is it on average to fill one machine? So.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Yeah.
So how we choose the snacks? We before you got on, we was talking about this. What you want to do once you secure the location, you want to reach out to your contact, send them a suggestion list, and let them know. Can you please send around? It could be a survey. It doesn't have to be a suggestion list. It could be a survey saying, what snacks would you like to see in the machine that is coming soon or be arriving soon?
What do you like the most?
That's a great way. That way you don't have to guess. Okay. And what you do from there is, say you got 50 employees and you get 30 surveys back. You're going to choose from the ones that are picked the most because, yeah, when you have a suggestion list, people going to say different things. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might say, like we had some people say they want a payday. Only one person said that. Like I can't put paydays in here if one person said it. We had somebody ask for what they asked for? Pepsi. Okay. People like Pepsi. So we'll try that out. You know what I'm saying? Paydays, I don't know. I mean, that's just I don't see people eating that.
That's just one person.
One person. You know, people ask for stuff like what they said. Somebody said licorice or something. I'm like, bro, we can't. Come on now, bro. People don't like that. We not finna do that. So you know, it just depends. Like people gonna ask for Sprite, Coke, stuff like that, juice, all that. That's cool. To fill up one machine, that varies because just say inflation, that thing going through the roof. So just say to be safe, just say. What you say?
It's about two something,
yeah. and it still depends on the size of it. You know what I'm saying? You got real small machines, and then you got big machines. Some machines have 4 slots going across. Some have 5, so you never know. It all depends, but on average, we'll just say 200, 250.
Yeah. And then another thing too, and y'all get me to talk about everything. Now, this stuff is going to be covered in the masterclass too, but another thing that I just wanted to add was we buy in bulk, so it makes it easier for us to not have to spend as much. Bulk is going to be the way to go because, you know, you don't want to just be buying a few items here and there. You want to make sure that you're buying in bulk so you'll get all your money's worth. And you'll get the best profit possible buying in bulk as well. So that's the way we choose to, shop for our products. We're also going to discuss how to, fund the business through your business credit.
We're going to tell you how to price your items as well.
Yep.
And before we get off here, we just want y'all to remember that first things first is location.
And first things first is confidence.
Exactly. Everything else.
You walk in that place. If you're going into a company, you walk in there like you already got is yours. Yeah. Excuse me. Where do you need me to place this machine? I have a vending machine business, and I see that you don't have one here in your facility.
But it's 10 people waiting. They waiting. You know what I'm saying?
It's 10 people waiting right over there, and they don't have anything to eat.
They don't got no drink, no snacks. They look.
I have the problem to your solution. I just need you to go ahead and give me the yes. I need you to sign here on this dotted line, which is the vending agreement. And
talk to them. The
location is yours, just like that. But you have to have the confidence in your business, in your skills. Yep. So, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. We're going to be going live and helping you with everything you need to get it started. You'll have access to us if you need anything. Ask us the questions in the DM. Drop some comments. Do whatever you need to do, but we're here to help you guys. So we hope this was helpful. We thank you guys for logging in and getting on with us. Yep. And we will see y'all inside the masterclass.
Yep, and we'll be back tomorrow too. So
go
ahead, let everybody know we'll be back tomorrow. Your friends, your family.
Tomorrow, I need y'all to tag 5 people.
Yeah,
and they need to be on here too, because I know they trying to build generational wealth.
And we might give some away.
Yeah, we might have a giveaway.
Y'all better quit playing.
You just never know. We do stuff like that. But in the meantime, y'all have a great night. Blessings, peace, and blessings. See y'all later.
Good night, everyone.